Midwest Picker on YouTube.
Hey, welcome to the Midwest Picker YouTube channel. My name is Dave. I'm a full-time RN, part-time reseller, part-time YouTube content creator. This is Joey, my CPA. This is a what sold on eBay video. Now, the reason we do these videos for resellers, so you don't waste your time and your money buying the wrong things to resell. There's nothing worse than sourcing something and watching it sit for 5 years and not sell. I'm going to tell you, just in the first week of October, the 16 items that I have sold. I'm going to tell you where I sourced it, what I paid for it, what it sold for, how it shipped, and how long it took to sell. And if I remember, I will tell you if I would have bought it again or not. First item are these 2 packages of pumpkin spice car air fresheners. This is retail arbitrage I bought from a clearance store. I think it's called the Meyer Outlet Store. Super cheap. I think $1.25 a piece. These sold for $16.95 plus shipping on top. Took about 4 months to sell. Not too bad. Next is another retail arbitrage item. This was kind of dumb. I got a little too excited. It's like a TJ Maxx. These were on sale, but they weren't really on clearance. This is ramen noodle brand chopsticks. I thought, oh, these are really cool. They're really cute. Maybe I can sell them for a lot of money. I was wrong. Now, these are chopsticks, and they are pretty cool. Cost of goods was $12. Sold for $19.95 plus shipping on top. Took about 6 months to sell. Would I buy it again? No. If I found them out in the wild cheap, unopened package, still sealed, flea market, garage sale, whatever, for like $2 or $3, yeah, then I would buy it. But I way overpaid on these. Next, I sold my very first comic book. I know nothing about comic books. I know they're fun and they're cool. I know nothing about it. Sourced this from Dominic, the Primetime Treasure Hunter, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know if I won this or if I bought it in one of his YouTube auctions. I don't even remember. I have no idea what the cost of goods is. I took a best offer of $13, free shipping. Like I said, took 4 to 5 years to sell. I personally don't source comic books because I don't know enough about them, but there's a lot of people out there that do. You can buy banker boxes with hundreds, even 1,000 comic books. People just sell them in bulk. Some of them are bagged and boarded, taken good care of, and it's crazy. The values, they can be extremely high, but you also have to grade them, like eyeball them. And there's a whole way of grading them, like is the staple rusted? Are there any tears or damage? Collectors that buy these comic books are very particular about condition, so you really have to know your stuff. I don't know my stuff, so I don't source comic books. Next is this die-cast truck bank. These are really big in the 1990s. Cost of goods, free to me. I took a best offer of $15, free shipping. Took about 2 to 3 years to sell. Die-cast truck banks from the 90s, still in the box. Not bad if you can source them extremely cheap. I'm talking like $3 or less. They used to be popular. They really seem to cool off lately. Next are these Harley Davidson motorcycle original parts. It's a kind of on a bubble pack on a piece of cardboard. Got these for free from my sister. Thank you, sister. Didn't take too long to sell at all. And if you notice in the picture, there's actually a piece missing, but the rest of it is sealed. Doesn't matter. Sold for $19.95 plus shipping on top. Only took about a month to sell. I just listed it recently. A couple weeks, 3 to 4 weeks later, boom, sold. If you can source motorcycle parts, especially the original equipment manufacturer, motorcycle parts new in the package, definitely source it. Even if you have to pay up a little bit, I think it's worth it. Next is a vintage Kenmore sewing machine accessory. You have to be very careful how you say this. It's a buttonholer. Got it from the Salvation Army for only $3. I thought it'd be worth more. I didn't look up comps because it's got the little plastic box and it says Kenmore and it's old. I thought, oh, this will sell good. I'll make good money. Now it only sold for $8.99, shipping on top. Took about 3 months to sell. Now sewing machine accessories, and off camera I've got boxes full of them. They do sell, but they just don't seem to sell for a whole lot of money, so you got to source them cheap. Next is this vintage Lions Club International lapel pin. I sourced 360 of these for 10 cents a piece at a flea market. Sold for $12.95, free shipping, only weighs 3 ounces. Took about a year to sell. Not bad. These are long tail. So if you source hundreds and hundreds of vintage postcards, lapel pins, baseball hats. Be prepared to sit on them for a long time. So if you source 300, 600, 1,000, they will sell and you will make a profit, but it's going to take a long time. So if you prefer the quick flip, you might want to avoid some of these things I'm mentioning in the video. If you've got storage space and you don't mind, and you're like, hey, if I can turn 10 cents into $12.95 minus $4 shipping, I'll do it. Next, here we go again, another Napa Gold. Maybe it's not gold, oil filter. If you saw my previous video, maybe I'll put a picture of the thumbnail up here. I sourced a bunch of oil filters, like $4 a piece, and they're selling like hotcakes. This particular one, I took a best offer of $15 free shipping, but the previous videos I put up, I sold them for full asking price, shipping on top. So this one in particular didn't make a big profit, but the other ones I made a pretty decent profit. This only took about 2 weeks to sell. I'm doing really good on sourcing those oil filters and hydraulic filters and fuel filters. Next is this little boat propeller prop owner's manual. I don't even know, little tiny thing, 5 inches by 7 inches. It's like 5 pages long. Got it for free from my friend who's cleaning out his pole barn. So I really don't care about the cost. I think I listed it $9.95. Took a best offer of $7. Free shipping. Only took like a month to sell. These little owner's manuals, and I've mentioned this before in past videos, if it's an owner's manual for a car, a boat, a motorcycle, a compound bow, doesn't really matter. People need them and they want them. Now, if you're savvy, you could go online and search for the PDF version. A lot of people don't have time or they can't find it online, so they do like these original owner's manuals. And in the past videos, I've sold John Deere owner's manuals. Good money for those if you can find them. Next is another retail arbitrage, another ramen noodle item. This one's a bowl, same source, TJ Maxx, I think it was on sale. Cost of goods a little less, $8. Sold for full asking price, $24.95 plus shipping on top. Took about a month, 2 months to sell. Not bad, not a huge profit. Next up, oh yeah, oh Joey, he is so proud of me. I sourced thousands and thousands of model railroad items and merch, building materials, windows, door frames, bridges, bridge supports. I'll put the thumbnail up of that video. Biggest haul in my life. $4. Can you believe that? He can't believe it. He was here and he saw it and he still can't believe it. I sourced 5 boxes full of model railroad merchandise for $4 on high bid. I was the only bidder. I guess people were scared because it requires a little research. It's not new in the box. It's all loose, so you got to kind of figure out what you have. I already sold something. Previous video, I don't remember if it's $16. This is pure profit. This is a set of N-gauge model train track, 20 pieces in a baggie. I laid it out, flipped it over, looked at the serial number. It's got the information on there. It even has the brand name on there. No problem. Cost of goods, less than a penny. Impossible to calculate. But because I already sold something for way more than what I paid, cost of goods that you could say is free. Listed for $45.95, took a best offer of $40, free shipping. Only weighed like 6 or 7 ounces. Massive profit. And it only took 2 weeks to sell. Like I said, we're into the profit now. I got to start listing more. You can't sell it if you don't list it. And I did list some, but I got a lot more to go. And if you're interested in buying any of this model railroad merch, I have a special 20% off coupon for all my model railroad stuff. So if you're a repeat customer or even a new customer, you get a 20% off coupon. Next is this dumb, moldy oldie. Well, it's not really moldy, but it's new in the package. Refrigerator filters. I think Samsung refrigerator filters. I sourced these things 5 or 6 years ago and they finally sold. Cost of goods was $10 from a Goodwill. So dumb. Now, sometimes refrigerator filters, new in the package, they'll sell for good money. These in particular are not worth that much money. I listed them for $19.95, and I kept lowering the price over the years. I finally took a best offer, $14, free shipping, just to get rid of it. I lost a little bit of money, but I just wanted it gone from my inventory. It's either that or donate it. And you win some and you lose some. Next item, you win some. This was a live in-person auction.
One hit, one to get a two, to get a two, to get a two, now three, $3, three to get a four, to get a four, to get a.
I love live in-person auctions. I brought Joey one time, but he had to stay in the car because I didn't want to freak people out. He didn't like that very much. But these are resin Santa Clauses. I don't know the brand, doesn't matter. Everything's made in China. But they're still new in the package with the styrofoam. Nobody else was really bidding on them. I think I got them for $4 a piece. This one sold for $19.95 plus shipping on top. Took about 6 months to sell, and I still have the other one. So pretty good money. Next is this bedazzled, jeweled, I don't know, Detroit Lions ladies top. Don't know much about clothing. I don't even know where I sourced it from. Cost of goods $5, sold for $24.95. Took about 3 years to sell. Now clothing is very competitive. That's why I kind of avoid clothing. I do have some items and some unlisted items. Not bad, but the highest return rate for any product on eBay is clothing and shoes. And who likes getting returns? And there's a ton of competition. I mean, a ton of competition. You also have a ton of recommended item specifics from eBay. Measure this, measure that, and the length and the width and how many buttons and material, what country was it made in, blah, 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 blah. I don't have time for all of that. It's crazy. Now, if I can source something really cool, like a concert t-shirt from the 1980s or 90s, oh yeah, I'll get that because you can sell those for hundreds of dollars. But just your run-of-the-mill bread and butter items, I'm not interested. Next is this movie poster I sourced from Mr. Buys Too Much. Cost of goods $4. I think I bought about 60 of these from him, oh gosh, 3 or 4 years ago. This one sold for $17.95 free shipping. Like I said, took about 4 years to sell. Now the reason it only sold for $17.95 and it took 4 years is because this movie is kind of crappy. So posters based on crappy movies, they're not going to sell for much money at all, and they're going to take forever. Posters based on good movies will sell for good money, and they'll sell fast. What is good money? $50 to $100. Super rare movie posters sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But I'm talking original Star Wars, Terminator 2, Wizard of Oz, well, that's super rare. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from the 1970s. The really good movies, Young Frankenstein, the things that we love, Aliens, Alien versus Predator, those will sell anywhere from $30 to $50 to $60. But the bad movies, which nobody likes, why would they buy the poster? You're talking $10 to $20. Last item, more model train merch. Pure profit again. It keeps on selling. This is a mixed lot of building materials like window frames, door frames, just a mixed lot. Spread it out, take a picture of it. Try to describe it as best as you can. The little windows, I didn't measure it, 1/2 inch by 1 inch. But these are, raw materials for people that build their own dioramas and their own little buildings or repair stuff for their model railroad train sets. This little set sold for $26.95 plus shipping on top. Only took 2 weeks. So that's the video, guys. I hope you found it valuable. Hit that share button. If you know anybody that's a reseller that wants to source items and they don't know what to buy, should I buy this? Should I buy that? How long will it take to sell? Everybody's different. Maybe you take better pictures than me. Maybe your cost of goods is lower than mine. Yours might sell faster, but this gives you a general idea on what to source, maybe what not to source. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Man, I've got hundreds. I think in a month, I've gained almost 1,000 new subscribers. It's crazy. So that's the video, guys. Until next time, see ya.